Man, oh man, homecoming weekend for a lot of folks, boy, was fun times. Other people, boy, they was a little bit sick, boy, because things just didn't go the way that they expected them to go. And you know what? I got to come back with some more of that homecoming cooking, boy. I got to talk about some things that y'all just going to be mad with your favorite coach about, but it's okay. You got to, hey, sometimes you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. I'm just saying, listen, that Jackson State versus Alabama State football game was everything that you expected it to be. And I'm going to be honest with you. That guy, dog, Andrew Body, boy. Oh, my God. Hey, listen. Y'all got to find that kid some daggone pieces to put around him. Got to get a running game. You got to get a defensive front to go come out there and do some damage. I mean, I'm just saying. But before I go ahead and jump into all of that, we're going to get after all of that right after this. You know it's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow League Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos and tap in the friend to tell them to come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get on in this thing. Because they're like, Coach, talk to me, dog. You got to tell me what your thoughts is on this. Listen, I'm giving this young man his props up front because, like I stated before, he played one hell of a game. Once again, this young man had, almost 500 yards alone by himself in offense. And I'm just sitting here shaking my head like, okay, when is somebody else going to step up and do something that's going to allow this kid to really shine in the manner which he's able to? I know y'all like, well, Coach, what more do you want? They had an opportunity to win the game. I'm going to be real with you. Looking at what Andrew Body did in this game, that young man threw the ball, 30 times, completed 20 for 349, one interception, one touchdown. Now, also the young man rushed the ball, 14 times for 93 yards. But again, I'm looking for some more folks in that running back room to step up and step out. You got to, in these type of games, you got to come out there ready to shine. I'm just saying, don't get upset with the messenger. Just understand the message and roll with me. But what I'm trying to get y'all to see is this. When you look at everything from just a full perspective, I just sat down and said, man, you know what? This was one hell of a game. It came down to the wire. Now, Jackson State had an opportunity to put this game away. Unfortunately, Alabama State was able to force a fumble. And listen, this young man here, Rambert, was fighting. He's fighting off daggone defenders trying to get somebody, trying to tackle the man so that he can prevent them from getting a scoop and score on that fumble recovery. And all I'm saying is, look, you got to leave it all out there on the field. I'm not saying that Jackson State was the only team that left it all out there on the field. I'm not saying that Alabama State didn't do it. But what I'm saying is there were times in this game where I needed to see more from the Hornets, and it just didn't come to me like I expected to. I expected when they finally got themselves, in pocket, I was like, start chunking that ball, run that ball, start running this clock out. And couldn't get that running game going worth nothing. Andrew Body was the guy that had to save it. So, with all that being said, I got to salute Body on that. Hey, he played one hell of a game. And salute to the Alabama State Hornets. They definitely got out there, showed their behinds in this game as well, trying to fight Jackson State to go ahead and spoil homecoming for a second time when they came into Jackson like they did 2 years ago after Coach Prime left. Yeah, I said Coach Prime name because Coach Prime was the one that got head coach Eddie Robb a little fired up, talking about who is SWAC, that dog. And you know what? We know everybody is SWAC right now on both sidelines. So we ain't got to have that conversation no more. But I'm going to say this to you. Jacobian Morgan, please come to the front of the room. Young man, let me tell you something. I am enjoying what I'm seeing with that young man right now. That young man got out there and played his behind off in this game, showing that he was able to lead his team. The general is what they call him. Okay, cool. I'm with that. Completed 16 out of 23 for 191 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. What more can you ask for? But once again, as I stated before, the Alabama State defensive front, they could not slow down that runner. They could not slow down that Jackson State rushing attack. They had, 257 yards rushing the ball, averaging 5.7 yards per carry. They rushed the ball 45 times in that game. The one thing that a lot of folks didn't pay attention, yes, Alabama State was close to reaching their average points per game, in which they came up a little short. But what Jackson State did was they slowed that game down a little bit to prevent them from having additional opportunities to get out there on offense to move that ball down the field. And hey, listen, y'all forget your favorite coach. Y'all hear that all that crumbling in the background. That's my sidekick Knox. He trying to act like he want to be in the show, but don't want to get a little furry self on camera. But it's cool. We're gonna keep on moving though. I'm not gonna worry about Knox right now. But Jackson State, like I stated before, they were able to get out there and run that ball. You had Travis Terrell. Listen, I like the two running back set that they had with Terrell and Miller in the backfield. Ooh, boy, y'all didn't know who was getting that rock, boy. Whoever got it, they would give you that business. And like I stated before, they were running with a purpose. And that was something that I really enjoyed watching go on in this game. Janela Dupree, he caught 4 passes, 53 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nate Rembert, 2 receptions, 31 yards, 1 touchdown. Even Jesse Riley got in on a touchdown reception. Shamar Savage, once again, he had him one as well. But defensively, somebody please slow down the freight train that has the last name of Ivory on the back of that bad boy, please, because that young man is disturbing everything, okay? Look, I stated before, the defensive fronts was going to be the key ingredient of how this thing was going to roll. Now, Alabama State had an opportunity in the end to go ahead and punch in to get a score. And you know what? Let me woo side right quick. Hold on. Knox, why do we have the zoomies right now, sir? Knox, why do we have the zoomies right now, sir? You know I'm recording. You don't want to be on the channel? We cool. We need to calm down. We're not going to do the zoomies right now. Relax. Okay, now, let me get back to this. Okay. Now I got him situated. Let me get back to y'all. So what I'm saying is this. What were we thinking about on that last play, guys? I get it. Y'all saw something on that side of the field because Holtzclaw scored previously on that left-hand side of the field before. And you figure, hey, listen, we can roll out to the short side of the field. We're going to dump this thing, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to punch in and score. Cool, got it. Win the game. We're going to walk off into the sunset. We're going to break Jackson State back in this game. But it was to be denied because it was not going down like that because you know what? The defense had already rolled back that way. Crazy thing is, I would have loved to see somebody leak out going back across the opposite direction, going back towards the right side of the field where everybody else was already rolling to the left and chuck that ball right back there because I'm sure somebody was sitting back there butt naked, wide open. But, hey, I'm not the guy that calls the plays. I'm just sitting here looking at everything as it go down. But you know what? T.C. Taylor, the Jackson State head coaching football team, coaching staff, got to give them their props in this thing because you know what? I think they took this one to heart as far as with all of the conversations about the quarterback being, you know, a manager and not really that guy that's going to be able to get out there and do what needs to be done for Jackson State to win this game. I mean, there's a lot of conversation going on or whatever have you. I saw a lot of the score predictions for a lot of people that had some crazy scores out there. Somebody had 70-0. I was like, boy, if Jackson State defense come out there, show up and hold them boys 70-0, it's going to be ugly. But then again, I said, you know what? I predicted the score myself. I think I said 38. I think I said 38 something. I know my score was, I think, 38-24, somewhere, something like that. But my prediction was off. No one got the score right again this week. But all in all, like I stated before, and I'm going to tell you why I chose Jackson State. Because I know there's going to be some folks out there, oh, you always go with Jackson State. You never put nobody. Listen, the one thing that I see the one thing I did see with both of those two teams, you can look at me and tell I'm a big dude. I played in the trenches. Yes, Alabama State was able to keep Andrew Body upright in that game, preventing him from, you know, being knocked around, whatever have you. But again, you got to look at it from the standpoint of this. You had defensive players that was locking that thing down all game long, forcing Body to have to come out that pocket and run the ball. It was almost, like I stated before, it's almost like he was visualizing what was going on. Say, hey, listen, I'm going to let them roll. I'm going to let them come up, be aggressive, come up. And once they get to a spot, I'm going to take off and go. And that's what he did. He played his game in the manner which he needed to play. Now, who is it? Walker, the commentator, was talking about how Andrew Body, you know, he doesn't throw on time. You know what? I think that's the beauty of his game, is that people have not picked up on that. And like his time, you know, I'm trying to figure out like how his throws are not on time, which didn't quite make much sense to me. But I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, okay. And I got to looking at what was going on. I said, nah, he's waiting on that defense to make that additional move so he can go ahead and put that ball where it needed to go. If that young man was able to go ahead and lace a throw down the field, that's what he daggone did. And I'm not going to shun him for what he was able to do in this game. He came out there, he balled his ass off to try and put his team in position to win. Today was Jackson State's day. They were able to get out there, secure the win in this game. I got to say this, though. Boy, y'all had a lot of folks sitting on the edge of their seat, especially with that 1 second left on the clock business. So we're going to figure out how all that's going to go. I'm definitely going to dive into that to find out just how that works out, you know, as far as with that rule or whatever have you. But I do want to shout out a couple of folks because Morris Brown Homecoming was this weekend as well. Right now, I'm not really doing any traveling. We're about to get back out there and do this thing. You know, if some of you out there know the circumstances that I got going on, if you know, you know. So guess what? Y'all get ready. Y'all about to start seeing your coach get back out there real soon before the season ends because, you know, I got to show my face in the place. That's just how I go down. But I want to shout out, if you got this far in the show, I want to shout out fellow Brownite. The podcast was sold, Sean G. I met that young man at homecoming, the Morris Brown homecoming this year. And I got to tell you, I am truly proud of that young man for the work that he did, especially in the Sean Diddy trial. And I know a lot of you out there, y'all probably didn't watch the trial. If you did, you had some questions or you just already had your mind made up as far as, you know, he's guilty. But Sean G went into the courtroom. He sat down. He listened to everything that was going on. And that young man, he was like, yo, like everybody else, like, man, he's guilty. But left him out that courtroom, and he saw some things that everybody else did not want to report on. And when you have a voice to get out here and do the thing that you need to do, and you could give the receipts as far as what was really going down, you change the optics as far as with everyone want to project their opinions on you in a negative light. They have to say it the right way. And that's something that young man did. And I want to give him his props for that. I got a chance to talk to him during homecoming. Salute, King. I'm truly proud of you. Also, young lady that gave, oh my God, this merch I got some Morris Brown merch. I want to give her props on that too. Hold on. Her and her son was out there selling merch. Miss Goldie. She, hold on, I'm trying to pull up her stuff right here. City School Gear and Streetwear. Check her out. Go check her site out. It's online. Go check that out. Miss Melody Huff, phenomenal young lady. Her and her son was out there at Morris Brown. They was selling merch. I got a Morris Brown hoodie. My God, I got to put that bad boy on. I got to rock that thing. I'm going to take a picture of that thing when I put it on. But you know what? I got to salute to everybody out there doing homecoming. Matter of fact, wait, before I go, there was some Jackson State folks in the house at Morris Brown homecoming. How about that, boy? Y'all know Jackson State, Morris Brown go hand in hand. Y'all know how that thing go. Because we got there talking about the game, and she sat there and looked at me like, oh, my God, you watching? Yes, I'm watching the game while I'm at homecoming. I wasn't caring about nothing else. I was sitting there glued to the TV, glued to my phone, rather, because I want to see what was going down in this thing. But also ran into some Southern University alumni that was there. Boy, Southern Alabama State. Boy, listen, Southern University folks is a little pissed off right now with their team, but I'm going to save that for another show. Because it got ugly in that conversation we was having out there on the yard. But you know what? I'm glad I was able to get out there and have a good time, see how everything was going down. But, man, your favorite coach going to go ahead and get up on out this thing. Hopefully everybody had a good time during their homecomings. Got some more homecomings happening this week. Y'all be safe out there. Hey, put the daggone guns down, man. Hey, the neighboring areas that's around us, y'all see they out there cutting up, acting a fool, trying to make it bad for us so we can't have a good time because that's what we love to do. Listen, guys, if you got beef with somebody, leave the beef alone until y'all go, hey, get 40, 50, 100 miles away from the school, and then y'all go ahead and square one another from there and then handle your business. We don't need all that around us doing homecoming. We just trying to have a good time, fellowship with the folks that we love and care about that we ain't seen since last year. And we, you know what, we celebrate those that we didn't get to see this year and let them know that how much they're missed and loved. So all I'm simply saying is this, guys. Hey, time to put down the guns. Settle your differences. If you don't want to use your hands, use your hands. But them guns, too many folks out here getting hit with strays because a lot of folks out here can't shoot. But I'm just going to be honest with you and real. But you know what? Your favorite coach will go ahead and get up out this thing. But until next time, be the one and lead.